Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Thursday, October the 30th, 2025. Let's take a look at it and see what we got for today. Alright, we've got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out. I get different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas, over there. If you're a brand spanking new player to the game, you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome with great comments and tips, which I greatly appreciate. Alright, so we can see we have some double score going on, so that is pretty awesome. That is always welcome. Plus, if you do notice I have a little bit more score than you, think at the top right-hand corner of the screen, I have a 25% boost. Of course, that 25% comes right off the current Season 22 Season Pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, additional 10%, in which you can claim by being a Fallout First member, or by paying the 1,500 items for the Season Pass. Now, I usually recommend to people during double score weekends to go ahead and use a score booster drink. We can get them from the Atomic Shop. Sometimes they go on sale, and sometimes they can be bought in a little package in the current Season 22 Season Pass using tickets. So it's another way you can get them there. Let's go ahead and use a score booster drink here. Again, we can use gives us an extra 25% for 24 hours. Now, if you ever use a score booster drink and you don't see it, your score increasing, there's nothing wrong with your game. All you do is you back out, and you go back into it again, and you'll see it pop up. Now, you will see very old information kind of floating around the internet, like from 4 or 5 years ago. People were saying, make sure you save your weekly challenges for double score weekend. But these days, your double score only affects your daily challenges, okay? Your weekly challenges are not affected by double score weekend, so you can do your weekly challenges at any time at all. So just a little FYI, just a little bit of an update. And of course, everything changes with the game all the time, so just kind of be aware with that. Just 1 second here. Okay, there we go. I am a little under the weather a little bit there. Plus, got a lot of stuff going on at the house, and you can see a little bit of tractor beam coming through the old window there still. But it's supposed to be cloudy and rainy tomorrow, so hopefully tomorrow's video will be a little bit better seeing me. All right, let's take a look here. But actually, before we get going, I made a little video earlier today. As you can see, I'm wearing a suit of armor. And if we take a look at it here real quick, it is the rusted coat of arms outfit and helmet. So I made a little video there today. It is 800 items in the Atomic Shop. I did place it in my camp, and but one thing really good about this bad boy is basically you can use this anytime. And basically, if you go ahead and use it, you'll be getting another rusted coat of arms of helmet and outfit. Now, someone did ask me, is it considered a costume? So if we go open up our Pip-Boy here, if we go to outfit, you see the bottom of the screen says inspect. And as you can see, this rusted coat of arms outfit is actually not considered a costume. Right, so we cannot do those special event challenges where we need a costume. Okay, and the same thing with the helmet. Again, it is considered a gas mask and a hat, but it's not considered a costume, so this won't help you either if you are looking to do those special event challenges. But it looks really cool, though. So I just kind of wanted to answer that and just kind of show that off in the video. All right, let's take a look at these challenges here now, Jim. All right, drink purified water too. So again, we can find purified water all throughout the wasteland. However, it is very random, okay? So I usually recommend to people to just go on a public server with other people and fast travel to people's camps, because people will have water coolers, collectors, purifiers in their camps that are unlocked just for that purpose, okay? And it's an unwritten rule here in the game. You know, everyone knows to lock things up, but if you don't lock it up, it's fair game, all right? And everyone knows that. So basically, most of my camps, or all my camps, I always have water coolers or collectors that are unlocked. So if people pass them by, they can collect your purified water, usually in around my vendors, and that's what other people do the same as well. And just go ahead and collect your purified water and go ahead and drink it. Now, these vintage water coolers are the ones we get from the festive gifts from the festive scorch during Christmas time. You can also rarely find the plan in other players' vendors. It's usually quite expensive, but you can always message them and just say, hey, do you mind you know, making this a little bit cheaper? Most people will usually help you out, okay? Now, the other variation of that, if you go to our build menu here real quick, under resources, under water, We have this Enclave version. We got this one during the Season 19 Season Pass. I believe it was available for everyone. Again, did make a little video on this bad boy when it first came out, and I just reference the vintage one as well. Now, he's a little bit taller, as you can see, so you can't really stack them like the shorter ones here. You guys have seen a couple of my camps where I can stack them, but we can't do that with this one here. The one that's really good is they do passively collect 2 purified water while you play the game. Now, if you don't have either one of those, we do have water purifiers here in the game, these OG ones. And again, these have been around forever since the game started, I guess. And basically, when you reach level 20, you ever do follow the Overseer's missions, you know, start doing the Wastelanders update. Very early on, like I would say maybe level 21, 22, depending on which path you choose, you'll be getting these plans along the way. Okay, and I highly recommend doing that there, because if this is all you have, it's all you have. It's all I had for the longest time until I was able to get my hand on that vintage one there. Okay, but they do require quite a bit of junk to craft, quite a bit of power to run. But again, it's they're good to have in your camps, right? So this one here is 2, 3, and 5. I believe that's the way it goes. And I still see people that have camps that still have these, actually, which is very interesting enough. But again, that's what I recommend. Just going to other players' camps, get your purified water that way. All right, let's take a look here. Food and drink. So purified water. Let's go ahead and drink it. There we go. Drink purified water, 2 for 2. Done. Just like that. All right, let's see what's next here. Gain XP 2500. So again, we can do this a wide variety of ways. You can build things in your camp. You can craft things at workbenches, go around and have some fun, kill a bunch of enemies and gain some XP that way. Remember, usually the higher the level the enemy is, the more XP you're going to get. There's usually a couple of enemies that I usually recommend, which are XP hogs, okay? And they are great to kind of do over and over again. They are what's called the thrashers, so that the giant turkeys. We can find them down here in the Skyline Valley region. There's usually about 4 or 5 of them here at the research site Bavara. And usually a couple when you spawn here at Naked Creek. Usually there's a couple there as well. All right. We will find them just kind of wandering around Skyline Valley region too. Okay. More so like in around these little waterways here. But they are great for XP. The amount of XP one gives you, it's amazing. So you can just go ahead. If you have a couple hours, you're looking at kind of just kind of gain some XP just normally without using any extra buffs. That's a great way to do it. Just go after those thrashers. Another thing you do is you can use the lunch boxes. So if we go down here to our Pip-Boy, aid, lunch boxes will be in this section. So if you have any available to you, this is where they're at. And we can stack 4 lunch boxes. Now, if you don't have any lunch boxes, that is fine. Usually, if you're on a public server and you join a public event, usually there's a couple high-level people that will use lunch boxes, and you don't have to be on the team with them. You don't even have to know them. As long as you're within that area, you'll be able to gain the effects of that lunch box and get that XP. Now, you can buy lunch boxes yourself from the Atomic Shop. Now, I don't do this myself. I like to kind of show people where they're available. Just in case if you have some extra atoms or so. Hopefully this loads in. Hopefully. Wow. Okay, that's crazy. They'll be under here, utility. And sometimes they do go on sale. Okay. Now, sometimes every day, I usually recommend to people, if you come to the featured section, go to the special free special offers page. Sometimes there are lunch boxes here for free every day. Okay. But it's usually a utility item. It'll change every day. And I believe they have what you're going to get like on the Bethesda website, okay? And it tells you what you're going to get each day. But sometimes there are lunch boxes here, and it's a way you get with your free lunch box. Another thing you can do is you can join a team. So top right-hand corner of the map screen, you can either start your own team if you so wish, or join a team. And again, as you can see, most of them will give you bonus XP. Bonus intelligence will give you XP as well. Now, if you're doing it just for going solo, just kind of hanging around doing your own thing, I recommend doing events, casual, or exploration. I don't recommend doing expeditions, raids, or daily ops unless you plan on doing those, because there's a little bit of expectation there from those teams that you'll be involved doing that, okay? That's why they're available. So just a little FYI, usually events and casual is usually what I suggest to people. All right, so we're going to go along. We're going to gain that XP as we go along here, so we get that tracked. But more than likely, we'll probably have to take a look at it here at the end of the video. Let's take a look at the next one here. So we can almost do this one here and this one at the same time. So harvest wild plants are Fungi 12. So again, what's included in wild plants, we do include corn, razor grain, tato or tato plants. Those are crops that you can have right in your camp or camps. And if you have that stuff in your camp, that's absolutely fantastic. It'd save you a whole whack of time. Let's take a look at some locations for crops. We have the Aaronhold Homestead, the little field down here. We have Cobbleton Farm down here. Silva Homestead, Billings Homestead, right around the corner from Big Al's Tattoo Park, that little red barn under the overpass area. Right out behind the General Steakhouse, just before the foundation, where you spawn in, you walk up that little road, go across the bridge up towards foundation, but just outside the walls, a little patch of crops there. A bunch of unmarked farms right along this little roadway down here. Just to name a couple of spots there. And again, if you have a couple of camps that are dedicated to crops or have crops in it, that just saves you basically a couple of steps from having to fast travel there and etc. In terms of fungi, glowing fungus, just 1 second here. Starting to lose my voice. Basically, glowing fungus can be found in pretty much all regions of the wasteland. I usually find good luck in most waterways. Especially in between the Wayward and Flatwoods, nice little area down through here. Probably one of the best spots for glowing fungus is actually here at the Nuka World on Tour, which becomes a free fast travel once we discover it. It is the Tunnel of Love. You don't have to wait for that event to be going on. You can just basically just go inside and grab your glowing fungus there. Another great spot, of course, is the Abandoned Waste Dump. Again, there'll be guaranteed 2 death claws there, as well as a lot of brain fungus. Most caves and entrances, like Wendigo Caves, a pretty good spot there. A place like Uncanny Caverns there, pretty good spot there. But pretty much most areas will have glowing fungus in around. All right. So let's go to Nuka World on Tour. Again, free fast travel once you discover it. And we'll grab our glowing fungus. Now, if you're looking for any other type of crop, or plant, don't forget about those blue and pink plants that we find in the forest area. Okay, we have like a soot version in the Toxic Valley and the ash heap kind of deal. So again, those are considered wild plants as well. Pumpkins at the pumpkin house. I did make a little video last year showing you some great spots for pumpkins. You can check out that video. All right, so once we're here at Nuka World on Tour, we're gonna pop inside here. And again, you don't have to wait for that event to be going on. You can just walk right in. And there's some glowing fungus right here. Now, we do have a perk card here. It is called Under Perception. It is called Green Thumb. Recharges must when harvesting flora. So instead of 1, you pick up 2. Now, it doesn't really help you for daily weekly challenges, like if you're looking to collect, okay? The only types of crops this really works with, I find, is pumpkins and brain fungus. When you pick up 2, you actually get credit for 2. But I find usually everything else, when you pick up 2, you get credit for 1. I don't know why that is, all right? But I like to always kind of mention that to people, the Green Thumb perk card. Let's go ahead here. We're going to grab some glowing fungus. You can see how it's counting there, okay? Now, glowing fungus is just one of those things, especially if you're new to the game, can be kind of confusing. You can come to these areas, especially if you're on servers with other people, and people could be cleaning these places right out. You could be saying to yourself, hey, I see a glowing fungus there, Jim, but I'm not picking up what's going on. Again, that's just the way the game is. We picked it up already, and chances are somebody probably was there before you and picked it up before you. So that's probably what's going on there, okay? Same thing happens with brain fungus, Mothman eggs, for example, okay? So I'm just going to show you the other glowing fungus if we go down through here, just so you guys are aware in case you're new to the game. Lots of glowing fungus down there. Tons of it. A bunch of it right there you can pick up. If we keep going down here a little bit more. And again, I apologize for my voice. My voice is dying very slowly. Here's another little patch there. My voice isn't the best most days, but yeah. More right there. So again, lots and lots of glowing fungus around. Alright, nice and peaceful here too. Let's take a look at the next one here. Sell glowing fungus soup to an NPC vendor 1. Alright, so again, we talked about some great areas for glowing fungus, okay? Pretty much all regions and around the wasteland. We already kind of went through that. Tunnel of Love right down here at the Nuka World on Tour is probably one of the best spots for glowing fungus. Again, free fast travel when you discover it. Okay. And one thing good about glowing fungus soup, it's a simple recipe. You automatically learn as soon as you pick up glowing fungus. It is that simple. Okay. So let's just say you're a brand new player. You say, hey, Jim, I don't have glowing fungus soup available to me. You just walk up to some glowing fungus and you just harvest. You can make that little sound burp if you wish. You don't really have to. I'm just kind of joking. But as soon as you harvest that one glowing fungus, you learn glowing fungus soup just like that, just automatically. Okay. So now we need to cook this up here. So let's go somewhere where we can cook it up. We're going to pop up here to one of my favorite spots up here at Grafton Station. So we have an NPC vendor up there. We'll talk about it here in a second. All right, there we go. Now, this is the most important part. If you try to sell the glowing fungus as is, it's not going to work. You have to cook it at a cooking station. Any cooking station will do. You go ahead and go craft. That suit of armor looks absolutely fantastic. We're going to go all food, do the quick and dirty here. So again, glowing fungus soup, a simple recipe you automatically learn by picking up glowing fungus. It's that easy. Let's go ahead and craft it here. So we got our glowing fungus soup. We got a little bit of XP there as well. So now that we got our glowing fungus soup here, let's take a look at that. What do we do with the gem? Sell it to an NPC vendor. So an NPC vendor is any robot vendor at any train station on the map. Any robot vendor down at the White Spring Mall. You can use the north entrance. We have the Sunny Top Twins here in Foundation. We have the vendor bought resin right here in Pleasant Valley Ski Resort. We have the Fisherman and Captain Raymond Clark at Fisherman's Rest. We have vendor bought Phoenix down here in Watoga Shopping Plaza. We have good old vendor bought Bob, our old pal Bob here in the White Church in Flatwoods. The Duchess up here in Wayward. Now, if you are a ghoul like myself, you will need a disguise to get in there to see her. Okay. Again, we have Mortimer right up here in Crater if you happen to be up there. If you come across Graham, Traveling Merchants, they're all considered NPC vendors. Okay. So let's go ahead here and sell it to this guy. So let's sell our glowing fungus soup. We'll just sell him one here. There we go. Sell glowing fungus soup to an NPC vendor. 1 for 1 done. Just like that. It's that easy. All right. Let's see what is next here. All right. Eat a plant-based meal 10. So again, talking about these great spots for plants. If you are a carnivore like myself, do not waste a reroll. You can go ahead and complete this daily challenge. No time at all. We even have a camp resource available to us now where we can complete this daily challenge. Okay, so again, plant-based meals, same thing. If we pick up corn, we learn corn soup. We pick up razor grain, we learn razor grain soup and razor grain flour. Simple, easy. Everyone should be able to do this. Let's go ahead and take a look at again where we got to go. South of Aaronhold Homestead, we have this area here. Even if you create like cranberry cobbler, that's a plant-based meal, stuff like that, okay? Like a pie, if you have a pie recipe like pumpkin pie, that's a plant-based meal, stuff like that, okay? Cobbleton Farm, we have Silva Homestead corn, razor grain at Billings Homestead, right around the corner from Big Al's Tattoo Parlor there under the overpass at Red Barn. Pumpkin House, we have all kinds of pumpkins there. Out behind the General Steakhouse, just before you get to Foundation there, just before the wall. Nice little patch there on the right-hand side. Bunch of unmarked farms right down here. Again, if you have a couple camps or a camp that has corn and razor grain or tato or tato plants, whatever you want to call it, again, that just saves you a couple steps. All right, let's pop into good old reliable Silva Homestead here. Just because we can. All right, and as we discussed, we have that green thumb perk card under perception. Instead of 1, we'll be picking up 2. Where that card really shines, okay? Where the perk card really shines, if you're on a server with other people, you can go to these areas and the place be cleaned right out. I've seen it many a times before. Where the card really shines is that there's only a couple crops around. You'll be getting a lot of, double your results basically with this card, all right? Not so much for daily, weekly challenges. Doesn't really help you there for most crops, but again, it'll help you to get more bang for your buck, basically. All right, let's just grab a bunch of corn here. We're just going to make a bunch of corn soup. Now, you can't see in the top left-hand corner, but I am getting 2 each time. Of course, these ones don't have any corn to them.
Seems like it's always cloudy.
All right. Let's take a look. See, we got 16 corn just like that. These are the plants that I was talking about, like in around the forest area, like these soot flowers. And these pink ones here, they're all over the forest area. Okay, those are the ones I'm talking about. All right. Let's head back to our camp here, and we'll cook these up. And again, you can cook these at anywhere where there's a cooking station. There's cooking stations all around the wasteland. Most train stations have them. Aaronhold Homestead just before the field. Other players' camps, for example, you can do whatever you want. All right, so we are going to need some boiled water here. So 2 dirty water equals 1 boiled water. But if you happen to have this water boiler here, it just saves you a couple steps there. There's our boiled water, just like that. We're going to go to any cooking station. We'll just use the one here in our camp, because why not? Look at those red eyes. Isn't that awesome? All food. Do the quick and dirty again. Corn soup, we automatically learn by picking up corn. All right, let's go ahead and craft. We'll just craft whatever we got there. There we go. Get some XP there as well. Okay, good stuff. Now, this is the latest camp resource we have. This one here is in the current Season 22 Season Pass. And as I mentioned, if you're a ghoul, it probably won't help you too much. If you're a carnivore, it probably won't help you too much. This is probably used more so for daily, weekly challenges. Saves you a couple steps. Okay, as you can see, we got some pumpkin soup, some fire cap soup. We already made a bunch of corn soup, so we're not going to bother with that one. All right, so let's go ahead here under stats and effects just to show you how I am a carnivore. Don't waste a reroll on this, guys, okay? Go back to item. Let's drink the fire cap soup we got from our soul soup server here. Right? Let's try our pumpkin soup we got from the soul soup server. Nice little camp resource there. Nice. Awesome possum. Glowing fungus soup that we just crafted earlier. Nice. And then corn soup, we'll finish it off. We got the old-fashioned way. There we go. Eat a plant-based meal, 10 for 10 done. Just like that. So having this little camp resource, if you have one in every camp, it just save you a couple steps. Just go to each camp. Done. All right, let's see what's next here. Kill insects. 5. So again, you'll come across some older videos here of mine on the channel. It's called Kill Insects with a energy weapon. You can still utilize those videos if you so wish. Even though if you don't use an energy weapon, it's fine. Just 1 second here. You can hear my voice slowly dying. So let's look at a great spot for some insects here. We have the field south of Aaronhold Homestead. The most we ever found here at one time was 19. And that's including the bee swarms over here by the red barn. And one thing that's really good, if you take honey out of those honey hives, another bee swarm comes out. So that is a great spot. So 19 here in total. That's a really good spot there. We have about 8 blot flies down here in New River Gorge Resort, kind of in amongst the ghouls that are there. Whether you spawn in the River Gorge Bridge east or west, doesn't matter which side. Right in the middle 2 sections on the top tier, there are about 4 or 5 insects up there as well. Okay. Right down here's a couple insects right here by the White Spring Greens, right by this little snake kind of a deal. Kind of like an unmarked location. In between the Big B's rest stop and treetops. Nice little spot there. I find usually in around the Haven Church is a pretty good spot. Somebody even mentioned, actually, I just kind of remember there now. Where are we at here? I'm just trying. Oh, it's right here. The Deep. The Deep is a pretty good spot with cave crickets. I just kind of remember that now. Someone mentioned that the other day, so you can try that out. Again, a little bit higher level area. You might want to watch yourself, bring a good weapon, but you could try that out there as well. You can go after honeybees, okay? If you annoy honeybees enough, they'll kind of spit out insects at you. Don't kill the honeybees. Just annoy them enough where they kind of spit them out. And those little bee swarms, they count as insects, okay? So right about here, just north of this little sunflower-looking thing, usually a couple honeybees up there, as well as some insects, like blot flies up there. And right here by Middle Mountain Pit Stop, right at this location, there'll be 3 honeybees there. Again, just annoy them enough, and they'll spit out those little bee swarms at you. All right, we're going to go back up here to Aaronhold Homestead. We were here just yesterday, the day before. We went after those bee swarms at the Red Barn. This time here, we're going to go down to the field. All right. Now, with insects, I find are a little bit smaller, so I usually recommend to people, especially the ones who are new to the game, I recommend going for the torso, because the torso will be the biggest part of the insect. Because you can kind of shoot at insects all day long. Just similar to Fallout 4. If you ever played Fallout 4 before, I find insects are quite formidable because you can't lock onto them very easily. Kind of go for the torso here. And one thing about down here is they're all kind of laying in the grass, okay? And you'll be walking right by them, and then they'll kind of pop up. See how he just popped up after us there? It's good to kind of come down this section down here, because sometimes there'll be some down here as well. You can come here, get your cranberry cobbler there if you so wish. Plant-based meal. Okay, got some corn here as well, as you guys can see, some corn. So you get to come here for a one-stop shop kind of deal. There we go. Kill an insect 5 for 5. And there's a little barn up there. I call it a red barn. I think it's somewhat red, but a bunch of bee swarms up there, as I mentioned. All right. Yeah, there would be enough corn here. And there's a cooking station actually right up by that big red barn. I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, right there. I know it's hard to see because we're a little too far away, but there's a cooking station there. So you get to come here and complete a couple of daily challenges just by coming to this location right here. All right. Let's see what's next, Jim. Kill a creature while in a team 10. Good stuff. So again, when it says a creature, anything but a human or a robot. Everything is good to go but a human or a robot. You could be on a team by yourself. You could be on a team with other people. It's whatever you want to do. All right. So again, we're going to go social. We're going to create a team. We're just going to go casual. I'm on a server by myself. All right, we're on a team by ourselves. Let's go ahead and kill some creatures here. Again, not really specific what area. Okay. So let's go ahead here. We're going to go up this field. There's a couple more insects around, usually. The bee swarm up there. Yeah, not a lot of insects around here today. That's crazy. All right. Well, let's pop up to Aaronhold Homestead. There's 6 mongrels up there, at least anyway. Wait for my little guy here to catch his breath. And again, you can do this in any region. You can even go down through Flatwoods. We got those Brahmin, about 7 Brahmin down through here. Just go after the Brahmin. Couple of rad roaches around the bus stop, probably about 3 possums, 3 mole rats up here, 3 mongrels right here. Yeah, you can finish that right off up there in good old Flatwoods. Because even the old passive Brahmin, they're considered creatures as well. That guy was just sitting there minding his own business. He's shot in the face. You imagine? That's pretty funny. Oh. Old Rover there. Should be one more up here. This guy here's the alpha. There we go. We're getting XP at the same time. Oh, what was it popped up? Oh, still need 2 more. No, we got 10 out of 10. And there's a couple of rad roaches here too. There's one right here in this room. And there's one more rad roach upstairs. Alright, so you should be able to easily finish this off. Yeah. Alright. Let's go ahead and finish off this gain XP. So you can see there 1850 of 2500. Oh, we're getting attacked here. By this cute little guy. So, 1891 of 2500. Let's go after a thrasher. We're going to go way down here just to show you. Research Site Bavara. Down here, Skyline Valley region, just to show you that. Got the old tractor beam lighting us up here. I recommend getting up on this here if you can. Alright. So again, let's take a look at that. So 1891 of 2500. We're going to just go after this guy here. Only. Just like that. See how much XP 1 gives you? It's amazing. It's amazing. It's fantastic. And look, there's 3 other more. Oh, 4 other more, so 5 altogether. There's usually albino rad toads that... Usually there's albino rat toads there, but there's a bunch of kings here today. Okay, interesting. We'll let them kind of fight each other. Let's mosey on out of here. Get back to our camp. Oh, it's not going to let us, is it? Shut this light off here. Oh, not going to let us stay in the tree. Let's boogie on out of here now, see if it'll let us. Oh, there we go. I don't know why that 14-second thing comes up. It's been coming up a lot lately. It's a little annoying making these videos and that's popping up. All right. I think we're done. Let's take a look here, Jimmy. Yeah, just like that. Easy score. Super easy score. If I can do it, anyone can. Let's take a look here at the old weapon of the day here, buds. It's always dark. It's always dark. It's always nighttime when we're making these videos, isn't it? It's totally nuts. Totally nuts. Up to the day, Jim. Let's take a look at that. Western Spear, plus 5% damage per onslaught slack, plus 9 max stacks, 25% damage while aiming, plus 50% reload speed. Hardened Receiver, true long barrel, true stock, long scope, suppressor, Western Spear and paint, 419 damage, 45 ammo, capacity of 7. So this is just a lever action rifle, okay? Unlike the other lever action rifles we have in the game, they only have a capacity of 5, okay? And there are no magazine or tube mods for the lever action rifle. You never find them. So if you want more than 5, you'll have to get yourself a Western Spirit. And lucky for you, you can get this weapon for free. That's right, free by completing the event called Most Wanted down at Nuka World on Tour. So I don't know how often that event pops up. I know it is copyright, so I don't really do too much for the videos because the music is copyright. But I find most of you say, not that you have gotten this weapon from completing that event, I would give it like an 8 times out of 10. You'll go down, do that event, and get this weapon for free. Yeah, pretty awesome. There we go. Perk cards. Again, nothing real special here, guys. The same kind of loadout that I've been using for quite a while. Legendary perk cards. Again, they've had these for quite some time. Very happy with them, and they're all maxed out. Armor. Had a hard time getting out of me there. Aristocrats Ultralight Secret Service left arm. Chameleon Ultralight Secret Service left leg. Mutants Ultralight Secret Service right arm. Resistance Secret Service under armor. Troubleshooters Ultralight Secret Service right leg. Vanguard's Jetpack Secret Service chest piece. And of course, we talked about the coat of arms outfit already, and you can check out that video if you so wish. Now, I have been told that you don't even have to own this item for 800 atoms. If you see a camp with it, you can interact with it and get your own. But just remember, it is not considered a costume. So talking about that, we do have the special event challenges, and there are some that are repeatable every single day. It is build a candy bowl and give out candy from your camp. Now, you don't need to scrap and build a new one every day. Even though it says that, somewhat, people might kind of interpret it like that. But just, you only need to build it once. You just make sure that your candy bowl is full. That's all you need to do, all right? And trick or treat from another player's candy bowl, okay? But these ones here, where you have to kill a spooky scorch while wearing a costume, or do these other ones like wearing a costume, this coat of arms outfit and headpiece is not going to work, okay? Because they're not considered costume. Just an FYI. There we go. Creepy. That's creepy for sure. There you go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Yes Me, That's Me, Drew, Banjo, Wave Warner, John, DJ59, Picker Rest, Grin Tritno, Tony Watson, Felix the Cat, AJ Foltz, Aussies 1, Ricardo 186, Eric R. Shepard. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day. Hopefully, I don't get abducted there, you know. Yeah.